That's what Mr.
Victor.
Hang on. I got a bonus action. Edmund, who are you going to attack?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Probably the caster back here.
Okay. Give you advantage to it. I should have given that to Victor. Now it's
Got
my
it.
turn.
Got Victor with Edmont on deck.
Alright, so Victor's gonna, I should have line of sight on this red guy next to Evie.
Hey,
From where I'm at, right?
me down.
He's at 0 hit points. He's unconscious. She decided.
Oh, okay.
I've already awarded you the experience for that for that combatant.
You could stay
All
right
right.
steady aim.
Yeah,
Yeah,
steady aim hit the pink guy.
go for Mr. Pink. I hear he doesn't tip.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
I feel like Treble is like, nothing? Really?
I
A little
got
bit.
it.
I didn't.
I don't know that
I
one.
enjoyed that movie.
That's a Reservoir
Reservoir
Dogs.
I
Okay.
just watched that a few weeks ago, actually.
Those are low numbers. That's only going to be 30 points of psionic damage.
That's against Mr. Purple back there.
Yeah.
He
Mr.
is.
Pink is Steve Buscemi, right?
He is
Yeah.
bloody. Yes. And I'm of the opinion that he gets arrested at the end of that movie. Like, he doesn't get away clean. Come on.
It would be funnier if that's what happened. So I like to think that that's what happened.
They
Even
established
if
that they had the warehouse surrounded, like it was a sting. Like, yeah, no, he got arrested. I'm sorry. Who's next?
Do we have
Edmont.
anything else on Victor?
Nah, Victor's done.
So we've got Edmont with red token on deck.
All
I
right,
thought
Edmund.
this is going to be a Theatrhythm stream, but no, it's a Reservoir Dogs stream. I'm going to close to here.
Just
And-
not for nothing, but this guy here is the guy who was about to like suicide bomb. So
That's good. That's all well and good.
okay, just wanted to give you a heads up there that you're walking into that.
Crack the whip right there
Okay.
against Steve Buscemi, I guess is what we're going to call him now. That's a 20 to hit.
A 20 will hit.
Actually, I get that at advantage because of my good cousin Evelyn. Make that a 21 to hit.
Also hits.
13 points slashing damage.
Okay.
At least he's calling me the good cousin now.
And may I please trouble you for a Constitution saving throw?
That's a 7.
He is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and move on to Mr. Suicide Bomber.
Sure.
Yeah, stunning him would be great.
That's 23 to hit.
That will hit.
13. No. 11 points of slashing damage to him.
Okay.
And yeah, go ahead and make that. Have him make that same saving throw.
Nah, he doesn't need to. Instead,
Uh-oh.
I'm going to need... Evie, Edmont, and Orson to make dexterity saving throws, please. The unconscious guy automatically fails his.
I got
You
it.
tried.
That's a
Orson
22
fails.
to save.
Orson, big fail.
Doesn't he get advantage on these? Doesn't he have a feature that does that?
Oh, yeah, it is Indomitable. Indomitable. That is a... Hold on. He might pass this.
The save DC here is 15.
Oh, he passes.
All right, 19 points of fire damage as Edmont. Your attack kills this cultist here. And as he lets out his death cry, you see his belly swell up. And then the fire explodes, engulfing pretty much the entire room. Which
Okay, but he had
means
confusion, so she took no damage.
this guy here is now dead.
Well, I
Oh,
tried. It's not
And,
my fault these guys are psychopaths.
Okay, then for my bonus action, I will take another attack at that one.
That was pink
Okay.
guy looking.
Oh, yeah, no, Pink Eye is dead. On the ground, having burned up in the explosion.
I thought he automatically failed his saving throw because
No, he
this is
he did fail. The unconscious one automatically failed. Pink Guy also failed and took the full damage. And this last one is now bloodied.
25 to hit.
Can you do less than 2 points of damage?
Sure can't, homie.
And you take him out as well.
I don't think anybody took any damage that fight because we all had 12 temp hit points.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have evasion, so I didn't even lose the 10 hit points.
Edmont, moving or staying put?
Oh, fight's not over.
Nope, fight's not
I'm
over.
gonna go ahead and close to this door.
Okay. Looks
And can't do
identical
anything
to
else.
the one on the outside, except it's a much smaller construction. The ceilings in here are about 12 feet overhead, although this entryway has a high arch up over your head. So the doors that you entered through are much grander than the interior doors you stand before now.
All right, so it's 35 feet of movement, so I've got another 15. Can I open this door and see what's on the other side?
Open it how?
Push it open?
Put your hands on it and does not open.
Damn, we're gonna have to have another one of these. I imagine that's like an item interaction, like it would be for, like would it take a
Right. Yeah.
would it take an action for me to open this door the same way I opened this door?
No, but an item interaction is probably reasonable.
Malogranatum, then he taps the spell focus against the door.
And the door opens.
That's convenient. Where is this gray guy? Can we actually see that in the room, or is that somewhere outside of what we can see?
Where's what?
This gray token here.
What great token?
Okay.
Edmont. Looking
Sir.
into this next room, this first entryway here was illuminated predominantly by sunlight from the outside, peering in through the doors. The scales themselves give off a very mild illuminescence. Looking into this room, where the sunlight isn't penetrating all the way into, remember, there are no exterior windows, but you see torch sconces burning with blue fire, straddling the doors off to the right. And as they do, the blue fire, the light dances across the crystalline structure of the interior wall, at once looking beautiful and macabre. All along the interior wall, there are 6 figures on hexagonal daises set into the crystal plating, each one depicting a different animal or beast made out of fire, the details of which you will be able to examine once we are no longer on initiative. Who's next?
Breaking direct line of sight into the room.
Okay.
And then
Got,
now I conclude my turn.
Red token with purple token on deck.
All my red tokens are dead.
Okay, purple token with Ekon on deck.
Purple token's also dead.
Okay. Ekon will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and dodge.
Okay.
And then we've got black token with Orson on deck.
Okay. You see splotches of darkness swarming in places in the walls between and underneath the semi-translucent blue plates. And this congealing mass spurts out in 5 places into mischievous goblinoid creatures made of ooze.
If you put tokens, we can't see them.
One here,
Mhm.
one here,
Yep.
one right out from the wall, one here, and one here.
Gross.
All right, let's get started. I'll start with Evie.
You always start with Evie.
It's because you're standing in the middle of the room. I didn't put you there. Where's Victor's token? Look, it's way back here. That's why there's nobody attacking him. Evie,
Yes.
This for a sec.
I have a 5 to hit.
No.
I have a 21 to hit.
Yes.
All right.
There's like one little splotch of fog of war here on the stairs outside, and that was driving me nuts.
Evie,
Yes.
that's going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As this little creature swings its tiny little fist at you. And like I said, it's made of some sort of brownish gray ooze or slime. But as it swings, its arm solidifies. And by the time it impacts right in the side of your thigh and your haunch, it feels like stone hard crashing into you. Immediately after the impact, the thing's arm softens again, splattering your entire lower body with this ooze, which immediately again begins to hard and calcify. You are restrained until the end of your next turn.
Oh, that sucks.
Orson, I have a 13 to hit.
No.
Ekon, I have a nat 1. We're going to throw that away. And a 23 to hit.
Well, that was already with disadvantage from dodge.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgot you were dodging. Yeah, that's going to turn that into a 6 to hit.
Nope.
So these creatures slime their ways out of the walls and slither towards you. And one of them has gunked up Evie's boots. Who's next?
Got Orson with Genie on deck.
Well, Orson is going to do Orson things.
What he does.
That is an 18 to hit this one.
That will hit.
Okay.
Hashtag just Orson things.
Just
6
a bunch.
points, magical piercing.
All right.
Second hit, 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
For 11 points, magical piercing.
Okay. And this thing
And
is bloodied.
Everyone's favorite part, the butt, 14 to hit.
14 will also hit.
For 9 points, bludgeoning damage.
And the more Orson whacks this thing, the more of its the slime or ooze making it up is splattered away from its form until there's just nothing left of it but a splotch on the ground. I need Orson and Evie to make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, I believe I make these at disadvantage because I'm restrained.
That is a 8 from
An
Orson.
8 from Orson. How did Evie do?
Let me see. I have disadvantage on this, so I also got an 8.
Okay. 2 fails. 5 points of fire damage from the thing's death burst.
Well, I have evasion, so I only take 2.
The last hit causes this whistling sound inside of the creature, and you can feel heat suddenly emanating from it, blasting it apart, splattering the ooze in all directions, burning you where it splatters on your face and lips. Pretty gross, Orson.
It's fine. He had 10 hit points.
Who's next?
After Orson, we've got Genie with Evie.
Genie, fix it.
Okay. Genie is going to step into the room. And she is going to... What do I got here? I need an intelligence saving throw from... this one.
An intelligence saving throw?
Yeah.
Not compatible with this creature. That's a 12, though.
That fails.
Okay. Destroy him.
Brickroad is asking you to choose spells more amenable to his creatures to survive.
I mean, they don't have any resistances or anything, so...
Okay.
This is not the kind of creature you put in an encounter because you want them to survive.
Oh my god, look at that roll. 8 points of damage for 4 dice.
Wow, that's not good.
That's a terrible roll. Yeah.
Against
he
which
takes
one here?
8, the one right next to Evie. It's 8 points psychic damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to pulse my turret. And if you have less than 8 temporary hit points, you now have 8 temporary hit points. That goes for Ekon, Evie, and Orson. So Orson gets +8 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn.
Got Evie with Victor on deck.
Evie, you are restrained until the end of
Yes.
this turn.
Which means it doesn't mean I can't attack, but it means my attack has disadvantage, correct?
Restrained is speed is 0, disadvantage on attack rolls, advantage on attack rolls against you, and disadvantage on dexterity saves.
Yeah, that's gross. That sucks for a rogue. Let's see, what can I do here? I guess I'm just gonna stab him.
Okay.
Wit.
And my attack rolls are disadvantage, but these things don't seem like they have very good armor. I don't crit, but I still get. Oh no, that's not a 20. I'm sorry. Does a 19 hit?
19 will do it.
Okay. One standing next to me takes 7 points of magical piercing damage.
It is bloodied.
I will allow Victor to make an attack against one of these two if he can see them.
Yeah, from Victor's position there, he can attack. Actually, he can attack anything in the room from there.
Victor, shoot at whatever moves.
Which one was most injured?
The one standing next to me is the one I just hit.
All right. Was he? You say he was bloodied?
He's bloodied.
You want me to kill the other one instead? Let's do
It's up
that.
to you.
We're gonna get the one.
You get sneak attack against anything in this room. So even though my attack kind of sucks,
Does it 23 hit?
Sure does.
Victor's attack is still one of my class features.
So you're just gonna go ahead and take credit for all his damage
Yeah,
from now on?
this is all my damage.
So I guess the uninjured one takes 31 points of psionic damage.
Excellent. I need Evie to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I got a 14.
14?
Did that pass?
Is it half as much on a...
I have evasion. If that's a pass, I take nothing.
Yeah, that's a pass.
Okay. Then...
As this one pops and explodes.
Oh, Evie's kind of a tank now.
Rogues are bullshit.
Evie, moving or staying put?
I can't move.
Oh yeah, you're restrained. So I guess that's it.
But I can grant Victor advantage on the next thing he wants to attack.
I was gonna get the other one next to you if you wanted.
Up to you. I'll give you advantage on him if you want.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Who's next?
Next up, we've got Victor with Edmont on deck.
Since my turn ended, I'm no longer restrained.
Correct.
That's okay. You will be in a second. Does a 22 hit the one next to Evie?
Yes, that one is bloodied.
Will 32 points of damage finish it off?
Yeah, so I'm going to need Evie and Orson to make dexterity saving throws.
19 from Orson.
Evie?
18 from Evie.
All right, so you both pass. 10 points of fire damage, which you can cut in half on a pass.
All these things are exploding around Evie, and she's not taking any damage from it.
Is Victor
Guys.
moving or staying put?
Well, Victor's got a bonus action.
Yep.
And so for his bonus action, he's going to put the hunter's mark on the one next to Edmont and Ekon.
Okay.
And then he's just going to stay where he'll move a little bit.
Okay. Who's next?
Next up, we've got Edmont with red token on deck.
I'll step to here. Gonna crack the whip at this thing.
I like how he's standing out of range of the death burst. He's like, I don't want any part of that.
That's a 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. And it is bloodied.
Let's give it another one then.
Another one just like that.
19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Uh, 8 points of slashing damage from that second hit.
All right. It is still up.
Martial arts gonna punch this one.
Sure.
I'm gonna kick that one right.
I mean, kind of gross because they're
so.
made of wall snot, but
Still fun though. 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
9 points of bludgeoning damage to that one.
Okay. We had a whole conversation on Discord about whether any of you would be brave enough to play snot creatures and Spelljammer.
Mhm.
Edmont,
I
moving or
volunteered.
staying put?
I'm good here.
All right. Who's next?
All right, next up we got red token,
They're dead.
purple token,
Also dead.
Ekon. All right, so I'm going to need a DC 18 Constitution saving throw from each of the creatures adjacent to me.
That's 2 fails. 4 and 17.
Okay, so it's going to be, this is a bonus action. No, it's a so this is Word of Radiance. Ekon raises holy symbol overhead, and radiant light shimmers out from it. 3d6 plus 5. So that's going to be 14 radiant damage.
Okay. So the one that Edmont punched last turn is now bloodied. The other one is dead. So I'm going to need dexterity saving throw from Ekon and Genie's turret, if applicable.
Crit.
Yeah. So it just fails.
All right. 7 points of hot, blistering mud damage, which you can cut in half on a success.
3. Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's what the tip hit points are for.
Ekon, moving or staying put?
That is the end. See here, do I want to go? Yeah, that's the end of Ekon's turn. We've got black token with Orson on deck.
Okay. He's going to attack. Ekon, I've got a 17 to hit.
No.
As the thing attempts to punch you and fails. That's it. That's his one attack. That's what he can do.
Believe in
All
him.
right. Orson with Genie.
Or
All right.
fixed it.
All right. Attack number 1.
Yep.
27.
That'll hit.
6 points.
And that's enough. So that puts Edmont, Orson, and Ekon in the death burst.
For a dexterity saving throw?
Dex save, yes.
Okay.
It's a 14.
12
19.
for-
DC's only 11.
Okay.
So 6 points of hot, blistering mud damage, which you can cut in half on a success.
Well,
Asian makes 0.
Orson had exactly 3 temporary hit points, so he's good.
And at that, for the first time since you've popped the door open, the room falls completely silent. So you have a spiral staircase leading down into the floor. Edmont has opened this door here.
Okay, so this is going down, not up.
It's going down into the floor, yes.
Before you step into there, I'm going to stop you. And I'm going to look across the room and actively look for sources of magic.
Where at?
Each of the creatures and the 2
Okay.
fire fiends.
Come in. While he's doing that, everybody come in for a group hug.
I think I'm just going to have my owl go into his extra dimensional space for a while, because this is a bad place for him. Everything here has AoEs.
Everybody gets 12 temporary hit points if you have less than that.
Should I roll Arcana or?
So looking into the room, the 6 creatures going counterclockwise, starting up here, are a salamander, a horse, a large bird of prey, an oversized spider, an elk, and what can only be described, closest to the door, as a dire rat. Each of the figures is roughly the same size, which makes some of them look enormous, like the spider and the rat in particular, while it makes others look considerably smaller, such as the horse. And the way that the creatures are presented here makes it look like instead of muscle and fur, bone, sinew, horn, and scale, it looks like they're built out of flames licking up out of the floor, taking the shape of the animal features.
I literally only call it like salamander and dire rat.
Salamander, horse, bird of prey, spider, elk, dire rat.
Okay.
Delete that type here. Don't need that type here.
So is there active magic sources in this room aside from the walls themselves?
Yes, all of the figures are very clearly a more powerful magic than the construction in the surrounding walls.
Okay.
That reads as transmutation.
The door, is that magically barred again?
Yeah, it's the same situation as the one Edmont just opened back here.
And then are these continual flames, I think, or?
Getting up, if not continual flames specifically, something in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
But they're burning with blue flame, and they're giving off warmth, but not heat. You can pass your hand safely through them and feel warmth, but you couldn't burn yourself with them.
Yeah.
And let's. My vote is we go downstairs first, because this is a locked door, right?
It's barred the same way that the one
No,
Edmont
it's
just
probably, it'll
opened.
probably open with the holy symbol in the command
Right.
book.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I don't know. I just think we should go down here first, at least peek.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
All right.
Is there light when I look down that way?
Well, give me a second to save this map. This is always the most stressful part of running a multi-floor dungeon in Tabletop Simulator. Because if I save over the wrong map, I get fired out of
A
the
cannon?
cannon.
Yeah.
It comes out of
Into
your
the sun.
paycheck.
Right. All right.
The extra map comes out of your paycheck.
It's true. Okay.
We put notes on these papers, so
Okay. Let me switch maps here in Photoshop so I know where you're coming down.
If I had known this would make things harder for you, Rick Road, I would have still done it. So I'm sorry.
Like, you're not making anything hard for me. I've run hundreds of dungeons. Listen, I have a system that makes sense to literally nobody but me, so. Okay. Who's poking their head down?
Ekon is just to see what the light is like down there.
So it's a spiral staircase. You actually have to travel downward around one full landing. But as you come around, you can see the telltale blue flicker from the other side. So you know there are sconces and flickering down there. Give me a perception. Actually, what's your passive perception?
Ekon's passive perception is a nice round 20.
A nice round 20. As you're coming down, you can hear voices in the room at the base of the stairs below you. You can't make out what they're saying, but two people frantically whispering to each other.
I mean, I'm okay with going first. We should probably be in a single file line.
Okay?
So
Yeah.
The stairway isn't wide enough for two people to walk abreast, is it?
It is not. Ekon.
Mm-hmm.
Peering down into the room, you see where there's what looks like a small living area here. Let me go ahead and do a little bit better on the erasure up here. Exits are east, south, and Dennis. There's a table in the center of the room, 5 or 6 chairs strewn about, and along the north and west walls are wooden benches with boxes placed on top of them. Wooden boxes with clasped lids. As you come down, both of these cultists in the room use their held action. One of them dashes back down this hallway. The other one dashes in front of you, barring your entry.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll roll initiative there. I don't know if you guys can hear Edgar throwing a fit out there.
All I can hear is my bad initiative rolls.
What do they sound like?
Sadness.
A wet fart in church.
Very well.
All right.
And like not while people are singing too. It's like, you know, the moment of silence kind of parts.
It's just loud echoing off the high ceilings.
Reverberating.
And it goes on forever.
Shakes the windows a little bit.
I always hated the part where they're like, now shake hands with everybody around you. I'm like, I don't want to touch these people. Who's first in my order, by the way?
First up, we got Evie with Victor on deck.
All right, so what is so I've got Ekon, Edmont, Evie, and then this is the order behind Evie coming down the stairs. Does that look correct?
That's fine with me.
Okay. Coming down these stairs, if you're moving through somebody else's space, we're going to call that difficult terrain. And you're not able to move through a space unless that person allows you to.
Okay.
So it's going to be...
10. So am I allowed to move into this space?
No, because you've got to come out of the stairwell first.
Okay, so...
So it's an enclosed stairwell that, like, Ekon would have to step out of it in order to step into the room. And to do that, you'd have to make an opposed check to get through this guy's space.
Yeah, I was gonna come down and hit him, but I don't want to hit him lethally.
Why not?
I
gonna
don't
blow
want to murder these people. They seem like scared, helpless people.
With bombs in their chests.
Some of them have bombs in their chest, not all of them. Tell you what, I will throw a knife at this guy, and I will allow Edmont to make attack. Edmont would, if I
You don't have line of sight on this guy because
Oh, I can't see him at all.
you're standing
Yeah,
in
you're
this
there,
square.
effectively.
Okay.
He's all the way around the corner.
There's not much I can do then.
Yep, spiral staircases are tough.
I guess I'm just gonna dodge.
Roll crappier initiative next time. I don't have to tell you. Who's next?
Victor with Genie.
There's really nothing Victor can do.
Can Victor, like, stand on Evie's shoulders?
No.
I mean, you like Victor. What you're just for fresh my memory is your teleport a bonus action?
I think it's out the way. I think it's a bonus action. But it needs line of sight is the issue.
You could get to Ekon's space and then teleport into the room as a bonus action, is what he's probably saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Annie, that's a lot of movement.
Well, he can dash,
If he has movement.
That's right, I can dash. I always forget I can dash.
but like he'd have to. He can't bonus action dash, so that would use up his action. So he'd be in there with no action.
Yeah,
But-
so let's do that.
Okay.
So each of these spaces is basically 10 feet.
Yeah. 10 feet, and once you're in Ekon square.
Definitely put my
Dash
hawk
gets
on your
me
shoulder.
there. What's that?
Nothing.
And then we will go teleport. Oh, I need... What kind of dice? I need a D10.
When he noctises his way into the room, does my hawk stay on his shoulder, or does it just he bamf out from under the hawk?
He would bamp out from under the hawk. Unless he's
Well, I guess-
wearing or carrying it.
No, the hawk usually just hangs out on his shoulder.
And you can't carry another creature in that sense.
Okay, so I can teleport 60 feet, which, basically anywhere in the room I want.
Yeah.
You just appear in the chair.
Just chilling. So you bamf across the room. And you needed your action to get to that square, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. Then you're done.
And we've got Genie with Orson.
Okay.
We have an Ekon car pile up here.
10, 20. Can I see around the corner in this square?
I'm going to say no, because you've got to come further down the stairs, around the corner, and looking through the doorway.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to use a second level spell slot to cast Kinetic Jaunt on myself.
Okay.
That is a bonus action.
Can I just say that might be my favorite name for a spell?
It's pretty
And
good.
just so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So that spell lets you
30.
move through his space, correct?
Yes.
And it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks?
It does. Yeah, no, I don't provoke opportunity attacks. I can move through spaces, and I'm immune to essentially immune to difficult terrain.
Because you are jaunting kinetically. Got it.
Yes. But if I were to end my turn in somebody else's square, I get shunted to the nearest empty space and take damage.
Yeah.
And I need him to make me a Constitution saving throw.
9.
Okay. He's in this corner now,
Blow him
where
back to the corner.
where the bad boys go,
Yep.
the bad children, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
All right. We've got Orson with Ekon.
5, 15, 25, dash 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
Looking down this hallway here.
Knock him over.
The other cultist that fled the room is standing in the hallway with 2 doors to his left and right. At the end of the hallway is another one of these tables with a wooden box clasped on top of it. As Orson approaches the hallway, the cultist holds up his hands. Wait, stop! It's still Orson's turn, though. He doesn't have to stop if he doesn't want to.
Orson will stop, because this is where he was going to go anyway.
Okay.
So that's the end of Orson's turn.
All right, who's next?
Got Ekon with Edmont. So let's get out of the way. My hawk lands on my shoulder after Victor pops out of existence with him under it. Move to here. I need a DC 18 dexterity saving throw from this one.
Oh, god dang it.
The Hawk thinks that's pretty rude, by the way. That's a 3 on the dex save.
All right. I need some 8s. Pleased to be enjoying. That was my bad. Pleased to be enjoying 8 radiant damage.
Yikes.
Okay.
I always feel...
He's bloodied, and you can tell that he's feeling very, very sick, very ill, as he starts sputtering in his throat. And you can also see his belly beginning to swell in that telltale way.
Let's see, so I moved 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. I'll let my hawk get back on Victor's shoulder again. That's the end of my turn. We've got Edmont with red token.
Edmont, fix it.
35.
If you knock him unconscious, maybe he won't explode.
It's possible.
No.
It hasn't been tried.
I'm going to go dash in here, and I'm going to attempt to grapple him.
Okay.
Are those, for my edification, are these 2 doors open or closed next to him?
They're closed. Both of them are closed.
Yeah. So am I foregoing an attack roll, or am I making a
Grapple
dex
takes
check?
one of your attacks, not an attack. You have to take the attack action, and then it takes one of your attacks.
Right.
Okay.
But it's going to be a strength athletics check versus his either athletics or acrobatics. He rolled a 2, so either way.
I rolled significantly more than a 2.
Yeah, no, I mean, you just step forward. And it's almost like he gives virtually no resistance at all. You just go ahead and grab him.
Man.
The 45. Yeah, 45. Drag him back this way. Key point, Step of the Wind.
Okay. Where are you taking him?
55, 65, 75, 85, 95. Back over to the thing.
Evie.
Uh-huh.
No, never mind. You're up the stairs still. Genie.
Oh.
I will allow you to use your reaction at this moment to make an insight check.
Sure. That is a 15.
15. Edmont drags this guy back into the room, And you can see the guy's getting very little resistance. But as Edmont moves to the base of the stairs, holding this man in his Zangief bear hug, is that what we're going with? You can see him glancing into the corner where this sick, injured man is, and his eyes get very, very wide. And you can tell that he's afraid of what's about to happen.
Oh,
That's his problem.
Is that it for Edmont?
That's it.
I mean, I can do something about it if the red guy doesn't explode immediately, which I suspect is going to happen.
Who's next?
Red token with does it really matter?
He's gonna attempt to break the grapple on you, Edmont. It's gonna be an 11. You need to make a strength athletics check to keep hold of him.
Yep, 16.
All right, then. Yeah, the other
Going
guy
nowhere.
immediately explodes. Comes right in the center of the room. He can get everybody.
I don't think he gets me.
She's up the stair.
Yeah, she's up the stairs.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, you're right here. It's 20-foot radius, and it goes around corners. 5,
okay.
10, 15, 20. He gets everybody there. It's almost like I measured this out. Ooh, big numbers.
Well, he probably doesn't affect me because I got a 22.
24 points of fire damage.
Evie takes 0.
What's the
What did he say?
It's 15.
Victor
On
passes.
past.
passed barely?
Orson passes.
Oh, no, I failed. So it was 24 damage. Wait, did I? Yes, I failed.
24 damage, which you can cut in half on a successful save, as the man
Victor hides behind the chair to avoid it.
unleashes a fireball from his gut, and the man that Edmont is grasping
So you
burns
just
alive in
and
agony.
do a suicide blast.
Edmont's like, yeah, it was
Let's
funny.
not kill these people, and you guys are killing them in humorous ways.
Orson passed, and Jeannie took a big fail. So that's
Yeah,
You know, before
you
this
guys are evil.
adventure, I gained a level and I had the option to take saving throw proficiency and dexterity saving throws. I feel like it was a mistake not to have done that.
Yeah, that was your last week
Regrets.
of wisdom.
All right. Come off initiative now. You guys are standing in the room. So there are 3 locked doors accessible from this position, and there are the 3 tables with clasped boxes upon them.
I am next to a door, right? This is one of them.
Yes, this one looks identical to the ones you saw upstairs. These 2 here, identical in construction, but they're smaller single doors rather than doubles.
Jeannie, do you want to check this box for traps?
first thing I want is another
Yeah.
group hug. Come on, powwow, family powwow time. Come on.
I just need to verbalize that I am upset that we are essentially murdering what I effectively see to be basically helpless people.
All right.
These people are no match for us.
While Evie is ranting, I took 2 casts of my turret. Everybody has 12 temporary hit points. If you had less than that,
Evie would
Evie,
like
if
to
you
speak with
can
your
come up
manager.
with a peaceable solution to that, I will hear you out. But right now, we're doing what we can because the last time we let these people not do anything, we let these people do whatever they wanted. They burnt down a section of our village, and who knows how many innocent people could have been killed there.
also literally we let those people go and they murdered an unarmed, helpless man in the street.
This is correct.
They just slit his throat and kept running.
Sorry, Evie, you're on the wrong side of this one.
I don't necessarily think she's on the wrong side. I think she's on the unrealistic side.
Agreed.
Okay, so what's next?
Yeah, Jeannie, do you want to check for traps on that box?
Or this one.
So, Jeannie,
yes.
the boxes are secured with a small hooked clasp, but there's not a lock or any kind of mechanical features on it. It's just a simple clasp, and then the box opens up.
I can
Well-
cast guidance on you.
That seems
well,
dangerous.
That's already like a 27, so I don't need a guidance.
Yeah, the mechanism, it seems too simple to have any kind of trap attached to it.
Yeah.
Unless it was magical in nature, which you're not sensing anything.
All right. Well, grab both ends of the thing.
Mhm.
Grab each and just flip it open with as much force as I could possibly get with my 8 strength.
And I mean, it's functionally a jewelry box, and on the inside are 2 of the small spell focuses that you've been seeing, although neither of them are radiating magic the way spell focuses typically do.
And those are holy symbols of air?
Yes, they're the physical constructions, but they haven't been imbued with anything.
Okay.
Edmont goes ahead and
Everyone
crouches
is
down.
carrying one of these already, right? In case you need to open a door?
I don't
I think
think these will do anything.
Yeah, I think at this point, I think we've killed enough guys to where we can all have
Let's
one.
just explicitly say that. Everyone is carrying one, and I also have one on my hawk is carrying one.
Okay.
In case we need to get
Can
one to
I-
someone quickly.
I was saying something and then Destil jumped in.
Sorry.
Can I just, I'm just going to go ahead and flip this one open as well.
Yep, and the same thing inside. You want to do the cat clasp, open the box up. There's a pair of these holy symbols sitting inside.
Okay. And you said there's another one further down the hallway this way?
At the end of the hallway, there's another table in the alcove at the end with another box sitting atop it.
Yeah, that one's probably...
Probably what?
Is it the same construction as the other two boxes?
Yeah, looks pretty similar.
Oh, okay.
Edmont
small-
will go ahead and,
Small wooden table with a
go
little
ahead and
jewel
open
box.
it up.
Yeah, and inside, pair of spell focuses. Holy symbols of air, as you've seen before.
None of
Why
them
did-
imbued with magic, you say?
None of them are imbued with magic. They're just the physical construction, just the device itself.
Strange.
It's weird that like he ran that way. There must
this
be
a-
like
Is this a door or a wall?
Well, Edmund dragged him into a fireball, so we'll never be able to find out what he was going to do.
There's a door, a double door here, and then two single doors down by where
could ask
Edmund is standing.
Is there anything left of him? I think he's ash.
I mean, he's a burned corpse.
nah, it's
Uh,
okay.
Here's
Is
the,
it standing in
here's
front
the
of Victor?
problem, though, is that's what I was
Normally natural.
attempting to...
Yeah.
What is Edmont? Go first.
That's what I was attempting to do.
Attempting to do
But,
what?
attempting... I mean... Evie's giving me... Evie's giving me static!
So what are you trying
like-
to do at this moment?
I was trying to... Never mind. Yeah, no, we're going north or are we going south?
I don't care.
The southern rooms seem like they're smaller based on the size of the door.
Also our late victim, I suppose, is the word Evie would want to append to him. This is the direction. Did I see which way he was trying to go before I snatched him?
No, he was standing in between the two doors with his arms held out in front of him, telling Orson to stop.
Is the door by Victor magically locked or normally locked?
It's identical to the ones you were opening upstairs.
Okay.
Alright then. Edmont will turn to this door and he will say Malagradatum and tap the police symbol that he's carrying to it.
The door behind you opens up, revealing another hallway.
Wait.
The
Edmont,
other door is just a door.
Edmont flips his head back and forth, looking at this like, that doesn't make sense.
Just try pushing the other door. Maybe it'll open.
Yeah, Edmont tries to push the door open.
It does not.
Hmm.
It's still magically sealed.
Can I see all the way down?
Yeah, you can look all the way down. There's a torch sconce with a blue flame halfway down. 3 doors. North door, and one at the far
Okay,
end
yeah,
as well.
the walls were kind of. Yeah, it looks like right. I think now that you pointed them out, it's like right there, and also at the end of the hallway. Okay.
Gotcha.
But still,
Try...
that's very confusing. That
Yeah,
that-
you were
that
facing
this
the
door
one to your
reacted.
right over here, expecting it to open, but the one behind you opened as well. Or instead,
ta-
I should say.
Can we pull the doors closed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
When you pull them closed, there's a satisfying click as the scales knit themselves together and solidify again.
Try tapping the right door and then seeing if the left door opens.
Yeah, I'll do that. Malagradatum.
And you say that, and the door in front of you opens, revealing the hallway once again. The door behind you stays closed.
Kristen, you're insane. Edmont steps through this door
Okay?
I don't know.
and starts making his way down the hall.
This reminds me of some of the Artificer sex dungeons I've heard about.
So this door appears in every way to be similar to this, but it just doesn't open. There's no trick to it that we can see.
Make me an Arcana check.
Sure.
Yeah, This isn't my wheelhouse. That's why I walked by it without
Well,
interrogating it.
it's a little bit my wheelhouse now, but I didn't roll great. I got a 17.
Okay. The door, the actual construction of the door, it looks identical, and it's giving off the same readings of you're detecting the same magic emanating from it, and you can detect the same kind of vibrative link between the door and the holy symbol. All that's missing is you need the correct password.
Okay, so this door has a different password. Okay. You need a different word to open that door.
Makes sense. Edmont will stop at this door, tap the holy symbol, say Malgranatum again.
It does not open.
How many? Let's try just a bunch of different fruit.
That seems
How many
a little
fruit do we
different.
know? Gonna make a fruit
Lots.
check.
Make a fruit check. I'll tell you what. Realistically, I'll give everybody 2 guesses.
What fruits are important in the ethereal religion?
Ekon's gonna try banana.
No.
What was the?
And Ekon will try the old Aetherine for apricot.
For apricot. No, sir.
So what is the significance of pomegranate in the Aetherian religion?
None,
Is there any-
as far as you can tell. It's
Yeah, he's just a word.
just a fruit.
What was the two
Hey.
trees that burnt down in the intro? Does anybody remember? It was citrus of some kind.
It was orange.
Orange?
See, I'm going to give everybody 2 guesses if you want to stick with this fruit motif. But at that point, I will what we're modeling here is you guys just exhausting the common guesses and coming to the conclusion that you're going to have to find this password some other way.
Okay. Well, in that case.
Air.
Pear? No. Although that's my favorite.
And it's an artichoke a fruit? No, that's a vegetable.
Victor's gonna guess apple and dragon fruit.
Neither work.
Orange and lime.
Neither work.
Lemon.
Lemon does not work. Evie, you've got 2 guesses.
I tried the word friend.
You try the word friend? Okay. It's not a fruit, but it doesn't work. I'm going to specifically let you guess 2 fruits because you guys are trying this, leaning into
Okay.
this fruit motif.
I'm not sure I think the fruit motif is necessarily good, but I'll try cherry and grape.
Neither work. Orson gets 2 guesses.
Lyman?
What?
That's not a word.
It is. It's actually a real thing. But anyway, I don't know. Passion fruit and apple.
Apple's already been guessed.
Oh, okay.
Where's the Family Feud buzzer?
Passion fruit and pineapple.
Nope. Neither work. So yeah, you guys run through this whole. Either the fruit motif isn't holding, or you've exhausted all the fruits you can now think of. And yeah, Edmont, when you try each of the 3 doors in this hallway with Malogranatum, and none of them open.
That is depressing.
Okay,
Let's
so
go
we're
ahead and
gonna have
double
to
that.
find a guy and make an effort to keep him alive.
I mean, we're not exhausted. We have a whole room upstairs, and we have this other door.
Yeah. Listen, I'm doing my best, okay?
You're doing good.
And no, it's just I feel like Evie is making a bigger stink of it than it needs to be.
I'm not sure he would have been safe anywhere in this room, if we're being honest.
Malgranatum.
And the doors open, revealing a sanctuary chamber beyond. I'm trying to get all the little pixels of Fog of War because I know that irritates Treble a lot.
I don't care.
Oh, okay. I'll just leave some then.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's me that it irritates. There's one on the stairs outside, on the previous floor.
Oh, those are
Killing.
that one's important. I left that one on purpose.
Okay. Oh, shit. Looks like there's another dais with a statue on it.
Looking into this room, there are 6 structural pillars in the center of the room. Again, made out of the same interlocking scales as you've seen before. In the corner of the room, you see an alcove leading to another spiral staircase. This one goes... I think it goes both up and down. I'm going to double check that. Yes, both up and down. Okay. To the north of the room, you see a door here at the north edge, and then stairs on the either side leading up and out of the sanctuary area. In the south end of the room, you do in fact see a dais similar to the one that you saw upstairs. A figure depicted as though made out of lapping flames. But instead of being an animal, this one is very clearly Chrisen himself.
Oh. Oh my. Is this sorry, I missed it. Was this an upstairs or a downstairs?
Both.
Oh,
Okay.
This is a central landing on a spiral staircase that goes both directions.
Edmont steps out in front of the statue, gives it a look over. Does it look like Chrisen as he looked when I last saw him like 3 years ago?
It's difficult to say because it's very stylized. Remember, it's not a one-to-one depiction of the man as he looks. It's as though his form is wreathed in or made out of writhing flames. So it doesn't really look like anything in particular, but you can tell that it's meant to be him.
I can say this, Edmont, we're nobles and we're in charge of a thing, but none of us have ever had a statue commissioned of themselves. And we live with Victor, so that says a lot.
didn't Victor try to build a statue of Tech?
Yeah, but it's Tech.
I mean, there's also a reason why I haven't offered to draw a portrait of our Duchess. Edmont turns and he starts walking back this way.
I think a
Edmont,
family portrait would be nice to do sometime.
coming up to this section here.
Yeah,
Bear with me.
there's the stairways that go up.
I learned my lesson years ago running Castle Ravenloft to always, always, always double check the stairs and where they match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, no, my husband ran that, and I think he got tripped up too.
because if you mess up stairs, well, now it's canon, so now the stairs have to go there, which means you've got to update your notes.
It's Castle Ravenloft. It could be a creature of chaos. The staircases could screw with you.
No, Castle Ravenloft is a physical place that it's not Castlevania. Anyway, Edmont, looking off to your right, you see a couple of short stairs leading up to this small alcove area with a dais with 2 more doors at north and south.
Okay.
Looking off to your
Two doors.
left, the stairs lead down from the room into another small alcove, again with 2 doors to either side.
I would like to
One.
listen at these stairs and see if I can hear anyone above or below us.
Make me a perception check.
Got it. I'm going to cast guidance on myself.
Pretty sure this is just their living quarters, and these passworded rooms are like the personal quarters of the people who live here. That's how they lock it.
That's going to come out to be a 20. Yes.
You do not hear anything listening at the stairs.
Okay.
Below you, or above you. No, pretty silent after a few moments spent listening.
Edmont calls out to the others. Got a bunch of doors at this end.
Do any of them open?
No, I'm about to try.
Got your back.
All right, which door are you checking?
Basically, I'm trying to be like, hey, in case we have to roll initiative. Yeah, I'll try this one first. With the one word that I know.
Which is?
Malagranatum.
I made McLean say that stupid command word every single time.
Yeah, but Malagranathem is way cuter, or way cooler, rather, than Lulapihu Lulawile.
How do you even remember it? It was like 9 years ago.
It is burned into my soul, Brick Road.
He did have to say it 4,000 times.
He did.
Yeah, Edmont, looking into this room as the door opens up, it opens into a sleeping quarters that, as far as you can tell, is empty at the moment. So there are a couple of just uncomfortable looking wooden slats for beds and a few strong boxes which would contain personal effects and things, but the room is currently unoccupied.
Yeah. So, yeah, Edmond will give the room a quick once-over, peering under beds and such before coming back out.
Not even much here in like the way of linens. If you kick open the lock boxes, there are a couple of changes of clothes and things in there, but maybe a pair of moccasins. That's something hippies would wear, right?
Is that what these are? They're fire
They're
hippies?
fire hippies. I've decided.
Oh, no.
I gotta
yeah.
step away for 2 seconds, guys. This is a good time to take our break anyway before Edmont opens this next door, which is gonna break the whole dungeon. Thanks, Edmont.